The city is poetry, and we get to shoot the poetry of the city. We get to shoot the beauty, the sparkle, the architecture. It's been the most magnificent backdrop, the most elegant, classy Fifth Lady. It's been the reason we've existed for 6 years. New York City, Big Apple.
For me, there was just no question that New York was going to be the fifth character. It's called Sex and the City, and the city is New York.
Why do I think living in Manhattan is so fantastic?
Because it is.
People love New York. People who live in New York love New York. People who come to visit New York love New York.
You can't leave New York. You're the Chrysler Building. The Chrysler Building would be all wrong in a vineyard.
Arrivederci, baby.
Why?
I'm tired of old New York.
Well, if you're tired, you take a Napa. You don't move to Napa.
We'll have Manhattan, the Bronx and Staten Island too. It's lovely going through the zoo. The great big city's a wondrous toy, just made for a girl and boy. We'll turn Manhattan into an Isle of Joy.
Without New York City, there would be no show.
Sex in Duluth. Come on.
Who would have thought an island that tiny would be big enough to hold all our old boyfriends?
There's no place that exists that's on a scale of New York City.
New York is probably the most exciting place on the planet.
I remember one episode where Carrie's talking about the city as her boyfriend.
You're never alone in New York. It's the perfect place to be single. The city is your date.
You're dating the city?
About 18 years.
It's getting serious. I think I'm in love.
There is a non-stop life happening here.
It's the perfect setting for the show.
If you want the best of everything, you go to New York. $20 for a hamburger. Oh, that's reasonable.
I think that New York is this wonderful stage set, and the architecture is so amazing, and wherever you point the camera, it looks interesting.
There's no shows that are done in New York City that use the city the way Sex does.
Shooting in the city is a big deal. How exciting to be able to shoot in the real place.
It's rich in its scenery. There's Central Park. There's the skyline.
Let's show the audience the real place, the real thing. Let's give them the real experience.
Hey, lady, what are you doing? Get off the look where you're standing. Marilyn Monroe, don't be a fucking favorite. Get off the road.
I'm sorry! People outside of New York City are like, oh my God, everyone must be like this. And you know what? We are.
It's a pretty amazing place. You can meet people that you might not ordinarily meet.
Eat me.
Excuse me?
Eat me.
New York is a city where people are constantly running into each other on the streets.
You are going to run into someone on the street that you might want to have sex with.
Hi.
You will definitely run into someone on the street you did have sex with.
Steve.
And you might run into someone on the street having sex.
Someone might come by. We could get caught.
I know.
New York is a place where you can be absolutely alone while surrounded by hordes and hordes of people.
New York is the only city where a white woman will tell a big dude, you better watch your step.
Oh, you're so busy. You're so busy.
New York has its own energy. New York has its own pathos and excitement, and you couldn't have Sex in the City as we know it in any other city.
There are actual tours in New York for different spots, where her apartment is, where she shops.
Welcome to the Sex and the City tour.
People who come from other parts of this country, and particularly from other countries. This says America to them, or New York to them.
It's always been very important for me to sort of look at the city in terms of what's new.
We're going to locations that are happening right now in the city that people love to go to.
What about a little birthday dinner? Il Cantonori, something nice.
They use actual restaurants and they use their names, which is great.
You know that restaurant in the Chambers Hotel with a period in the name? Town, period? It's supposed to be amazing. Exclamation point.
They always hanging out in sexy nightclubs and restaurants. Whether you're in the Midwest or wherever you are, they're going, wow, when I go to New York, I want to see these places.
My friends and I, anytime we hear or see where the girls are dining at Sex and the City or going for drinks, we want to go there because it's obviously the new hot spot.
Another Manhattan?
Please.
The fact that we've been shooting there for 6 seasons and we just don't repeat ourselves is sort of a testament to how rich and diverse the city is, and we could keep going. There are just parts of New York that we just haven't even touched yet.
This is my first trip to New York. Not for me. I mean, the garbage, the noise, I don't know how you put up with it.
It isn't so bad. If Lewis was right, and you only get one great love, New York may just be mine. And I can't have nobody talking shit about my boyfriend. I love you.
I fucking love you.
I love you, Miranda.
I love you, Charlotte.
I love you, Carrie.
I love you.
Told him you loved him?
It was the ex talking. All I wanted to do was to have sex.
The men out there are freaks.
Does he have a pair of low hangers?
He's a bisexual.
He lives with his parents?
Miranda went out with an overeater and he overate her. Out of nowhere, we were kissing and then fucking!
Does he look better, or have I just been with a woman for too long?
It was a mercy fuck. I felt bad. He only had one ball.
What's the point of being in the suburbs if you're not gonna fuck a gardener?
There was so much skin, it was like a Shar-Pei.
It was jackrabbit sex. You know, pound, 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 pound.
Everybody ready?
Okay, girls, see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
Night-night.
People relate to the complications of intimate relationships, whether it be with someone of the opposite sex or the complications of very intimate friendships of the same sex. And hopefully that's what has kept our audience these past 6 years. The more words we invent, the harder it becomes to define things. What really defines a relationship? Hey, what's this?
Oh, just a few things you left at my place.
When Carrie Bradshaw started,
Oh,
she really thought she knew it all.
Well, there are so many goddamn gorgeous women out there in this city.
what an amazing observation.
The joy of the series has been watching her make more and more and more mistakes and seeing her learn from those mistakes.
You're gonna call her and say that you love me and you want a divorce?
If I make that call, are you going to be there for me?
I think Carrie should be with Big.
This Mr. Big character, does he have a real name?
She can never know his name, and therefore she can never really know what's inside of him, which makes great tension.
Carrie.
Oh, you should break up with him. He's bad for you.
Stop it! You're middle A!
I did like Aiden. Yeah, I did. You know, I thought that was gonna last longer.
What's new, pussycat?
Who's a better boyfriend than you?
She walks in and he's like, hey, what's up, baby pop?
Hey, Pop-Tart, where you been and what you been doing?
I liked Carrie and Berger together. I thought they were great, and I love that whole storyline.
You know what we need right now? A Hollywood kiss.
He wasn't right for her. And he couldn't deal with her fame, and who the fuck wants that? Deal with it.
I love when Carrie runs into an ex. I mean, every time either Mr. Big or Aiden comes back, my heart stops the same way hers characters does.
A lot of people think you know answers to things that, you know, are you going to marry Carrie? I don't, you know, ask Michael Patrick King.
Uncomfortable with my taking a lover?
Maybe he could be more than a lover.
Alexander Petrovsky is almost too good to be true. I love the whole romance thing. He's incredible.
Does she go to fucking Paris and stay there?
Are you going for the opening?
Yeah, she's coming with me to live.
When will waiting for the one be done?
I'm gonna meet the perfect guy, and I'm gonna get married.
Yes, you're getting married.
Woohoo! You hear that, New York? I'm getting married!
The fun of the series has been to knock Charlotte around so much that she started to look at the truth of something rather than the label of something.
I've been dating since I was 15. I'm exhausted. Where is he?
It was perfect that they decided to give her what she wanted and then have it not be the be-all and end-all, and that was the Trey marriage.
My marriage is a fake Fendi.
Excuse me?
You've never had sex.
You've never had sex?
But you've been married for over a month.
You've never had sex?
When I got the call about Sex in the City, I was like, oh, this will be, I don't know, great. And then, mixed along with the excitement that is, oh, and by the way, your character has some very specific, particular kind of problems. I was like, oh, God, okay.
You can't even get it up. What? When it did fall apart, it's a great opportunity to really re-examine what you want. And if someone comes along at that moment where you're more open, it can be wonderful.
They were looking for someone with an irrepressible sexuality. So naturally, my agents got in touch with me immediately.
Oh, sorry. This never happens.
It's great to set up a woman who has the strongest preconceived notions of who she wants to be with and how that person has to measure up, and then to fall in love with a person who doesn't meet so many of them. I think it's been really clever and really inspired. You are my chosen person.
Now she looks at the man, the heart, the soul.
Where's my boyfriend?
Stanford Blatch, this is Anthony Marantino.
Not gorgeous, but I'm cuter than he is. Come on.
Marantino, is that Italian?
Sicilian.
Is that different?
Mario, I believe, is still single. I do think Stanford had the last laugh.
Have we become romance intolerant?
So can I get your phone number?
Let's just call this what this was, a one-night stand.
The fun of Miranda has been she's been the one that pushed people away the most.
Stop by the bar, see me sometime.
Whatever. Thanks. Bye. Great sex.
And so we put obstacles in front of her that made her open up the most. We gave her a baby and a very complicated to figure out unconventional love relationship with Steve Brady.
What are you, fucking crazy?
That's your answer?
She found a guy that she could count on, and then she really put him through the ringer for a long time.
He was so rooting for them to get back together, and then they did, even though it was hot with her and Blair Underwood.
Anytime you get to see Blair Underwood on television, ha! Like that?
Whoa! Hey! Steve's a good guy. He doesn't take shit personally. When people say, oh, you're too nice, I say, fuck you. But Steve sets you straight from time to time. This isn't just about you anymore.
Oh my God. I'm married.
It's really been fun to see her become softer and how much harder it is to be soft than it is to be hard.
Are we the new bachelors?
You broke up with James because he was too small. This guy's too big. Who are you, Goldie Cox?
Yeah. I'm looking for one that's just right.
Samantha started as the most outrageous character. And over the years, we have maintained her outrageousness because that is what we love about her.
Ladies, can we cut the cake and get out of here? I have a three-way to go to.
Yeah.
I think that men fear a woman like Samantha in some ways.
She is a lion. She is brave. She's a warrior.
Honey, you put up a very good fight, but you have no idea who you're dealing with. Okay. Check. I'm dating someone. Someone I actually like.
Good.
Wow. Maria. Yes, ladies, I'm a lesbian.
Even Samantha was looking for love. She never wanted to admit it.
So how is he?
I don't want to talk about it.
Samantha likes a guy.
We showed her falling in love and getting deeply hurt.
It's just sex. I love you.
She had the relationship with the Richard Wright character, which her one stab at wanting to open up turns out horrible.
Dirty martini? Dirty bastard.
It's a platform for her to evolve because Smith has the ability to accept her and understand her, but at the same token doesn't judge her or look down upon her for what she is.
You want to tell me all about you, and I don't want you to tell me all about you. It spoils the fantasy.
That's harsh.
The good news is, for me personally, is I'm not Samantha.
I've had enough of this horse shit. Fucking hold my hand.
And the bad news is, I'm not Samantha.
I think part of the life of the show was that we were, with all of the women, searching with them, was this the appropriate person?
I'm so sorry, Aiden.
I just need to be on my own for a while.
You don't have
No.
to.
This is important to you.
Can't believe I'm back here again.
I don't get it.
you never did.
People thought, oh, it's just about sex, or it's just about fashion. And then slowly, over the years, people start to see it's really about love and relationships and sex, and basically the battlefield of trying to be in love, whether it be with another person or with yourself.
I love you, Carrie. I want to live my life with you. What do you think?
Yes.
Life's too short. What are we doing?
I don't know.
Take you, Steve Brady, to be my husband.
I want to go to Paris.
How do we figure out how to end it? We let it do itself.
Actually, reading the last two scripts, which Michael wrote, I was afraid to turn the last pages. It was beautiful, and it's going to be an exciting ending, but I didn't want it to end.
We're doing the last scene in episode 18, and it's myself and Misha in a horse-drawn sleigh through Central Park. I guess sort of a little bit like Dr. Zhivago, seemingly like a fantasy moment, but in fact is Carrie's reality at the moment.
Put your hands on the wheel, let the golden age begin.
This is the one before the last two, so it's the building of the finale.
I don't even know that 1920, the scripts, well, no, they do exist. I just don't know that I have the stomach to actually read them. I'm hoping they just put an earwig in my ear and feed me my lines as we're shooting the scenes so that I don't really have to know ahead of time what happens to everybody. I don't think I can handle it.
The window down.
This is for the cast and the crew, some of whom are here, most of whom were back in New York City. Over 300 people who have enriched my life and changed my life. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you very, very much. They're the very best at what they do in the very best city that you can make movies and television in. They're the people I want to make proud and the people I want to perform for. We have worked them, as I think, as hard as human beings can legally work in this country. And we have continued to ask and push, and they have continued to rise to the occasion.
That they were here from day one and that they're still here is a testament to this experience.
It's been a great, loyal staff, and it's been great.
I've been here since day one, and I hate to see it end. I do.
You've been the best crew I've ever worked with, and I'll miss you all.
I don't know that this experience would have meant as much to me without these people.
It's been a pleasure and an honor.
It's been a really terrific 6 years.
it's without question going to be the hardest part of the last moment, is just walking away from them. I mean, I'll find them again. I'll try to always be surrounded by them, but it will never be the same.
I love you, Sex and the City, and it was great.
Thank you so much for making me a part of the team and part of the family.
I'll remember you forever.
There'll be a lot of tears, for sure. It'll be sad.
The crew. The crew.
Thank you, everybody!
Can it be that it was all so simple then? Or has time rewritten every line? If we had the chance to do it all again, tell me, would we?
Could we? We've always wanted to do the very, very best work that we can do. We feel like this very devoted audience has a very high standard for us. I think there comes a point where that standard can maybe feel unreachable. I think if we leave now in the public's good graces, maybe we have a chance to revisit. As Michael Patrick says, you don't want to be the last one to leave a party. Leave while it's cresting, you know?
Even though the show is concluding, the girls aren't concluding. These characters will live on after we say cut.
I don't think it's all done and sewn up for Miss Charlotte. I want her to still be, you know.
This has been a tremendous gift that I will always look back on with heart and laughter and sadness, because I always wanted to do one more take.
I don't know literally how they're going to end the series or what the last scene is going to be, but in my head, it's the four of us sitting in the coffee shop.
If I had to do it over again, I would probably say, let's do it the exact same way. Maybe just more time with each other. The idea that I won't be seeing them every day, that I won't be laughing with them or working with them, doing all the things that we have loved doing together so much as a group, it simply breaks my heart. I want to thank you all for wishing me well tonight. In spite of some of your personal opinions about my leaving.
Me? I've never had an opinion in my life.
Today I had a thought. What if I had never met you?
Bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Au revoir.
From the very first day, I never looked back. This has felt like an alternate universe, like a different planet. The best place you could wake up and be every day.
I don't want to say goodbye. I just want to say keep enjoying the show.
I want to keep this experience alive in my mind and in my heart and in my libido for as long as I can.
I'm not going to cry.
Never say goodbye. But if I must, das Vidania.
I wish everybody well, and thanks for watching us. It's been a great ride.
Goodbye, Sex and the City.
You made me real proud.
Thank you. It's been awesome.
Thanks to the people who watch it, we've had an experience of a lifetime.
I hate you. I hate you for leaving me.
You will be sorely missed. We will remember you. We love you.
It's always going to be in my heart. It will always live. I'm going to miss you.
It's been a great ride, and we hope you've enjoyed it as much as we have.
I'm not going to say goodbye. I'm just going to say good luck.
If I have to say goodbye, I'll just say thank you.
Thank you for letting me be part of this.
Goodbye.
It couldn't have been any better if it had all been a dream.
Farewell. Farewell. I do our best to say thank you. We love you for allowing us this time and inviting us into your lives. Maybe he did jerk off.
night Robert said I love you.
Wow, that's wonderful.
On a cookie.
Oh! Well, I need more information.
It was...
Am I panagrammet? Am I Panama?
You have a little man hanging from your breast. What else have you got?
She's not in
the cause of Kaishama.
Who'd you see? Where'd you go? What'd you mean? I don't know the lines anymore.
What do you think it means?
No one has anything to say.
Can I buy that for you?
Maybe. If you promise.
I got a little something for you.